Hi to Leo and welcome to your love and romance reading for the month of November. So if you'd like to see your general reading, you can find that on my channel. This will be focused on more affairs of the heart, where your mind is regarding love and romance. So we'll take an energy oracle card to start with. Oh, that's come out straight away. So you have storm warning. So it could be that you're in a current relationship which is feeling a little bit stormy, or it's going to get a bit stormy in November. It could be that the person you're interested in could be creating some storms in your life, so it could be unsettling a lot of things. Or it could just be that you're feeling a little bit uncertain and unsettled about an aspect in your life for love and romance. But it is a slightly darker feeling for November coming in for Leo with love and romance here. So when we look at this, we'll look at your energy on this side, your person's energy here, look at how you're both viewing the relationship, look at how you're interacting, strengths and weaknesses, and just get some guidance from the cards. So looking at Leo's energy for the month of November. Leo's energy for the month of November. I think I'm suddenly pulled to in this card is, although it's about a warning, so it talks about a storm coming, there's this feeling that something's blowing over. So if there is a storm coming, it feels like in November it will blow up and blow down quite quickly. So it's not necessarily a long dark feeling, it feels like it could just be quite dramatic. So Leo's energy in the month of November. Leo's energy in the month of November for love and romance. This might be somebody you're in a relationship with, somebody you're looking to be in a relationship, someone you're in separation with. We're just asking about somebody else who is your focus. Leo's energy. So you have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Leo's person's energy. Leo's person's energy in November. Leo's person's energy in November. So you have Justice in reverse. So it could be that you're dealing with a Libra, but it feels more like this is the energy of the person rather than the actual star sign there. So you're in quite a carefree feeling at the moment. There is this sense of not really wanting to work at something and turning your back slightly on putting work into something. So it could be that you're in a relationship just now which is feeling a little bit stormy, and you're just getting a bit fed up of it even, that you feel like you've put in this work here, you've put structures in, and the storm's still coming is what I'm getting there. And you are feeling like turning your back on something which is maybe a bit full of drama for you, an aspect in your life to do with love and romance. And your person's energy is Justice in reverse. So they're feeling very unfairly done by. They're not feeling particularly balanced, so it could be that they're just not in a very balanced place and actually feeling a bit stormy and a bit all over the place. And it could also be that they're very in this place of I'm getting the word blame, and it's Justice when it's this way around has a calmness to it. This way around, the eyes are very accusing, they're staring quite aggressively. It feels quite feisty and fighting happening here. So it could be that the person that you're interested in or in a relationship with is feeling very, very stormy in the month of November coming towards you. So we'll look at how Leo is feeling about the relationship, how you're viewing your person, and where you see the relationship going. So how is Leo feeling about the relationship just now? How is Leo feeling about this relationship? And because it does have this storminess to it, and this slight accusing, and this slight backturning, it could be that you're in separation with somebody, or that you've had a fight with somebody, but there's not an energy of something new coming in. This feels quite established, and the storm, it's like a storm's been brewing, and that's going to start to just rain down on you in November. So how does Leo view the relationship? How does Leo view the relationship? So we have the Two of Wands in reverse. How does Leo feel about their person in November? Ooh, the Nine of Cups Where does Leo see the relationship going? Where does Leo see the relationship going? You have the Page of Pentacles. My Etsy store's opening soon. If you're interested in that, that's all in the description box below. And if you're interested in a personal reading, that's also in the information box below as well. So how you're seeing the relationship is this back turning feeling again. And with the Two of Wands, it's like you're at a bit of a crossroads in a relationship, and you're not particularly wanting to make any more plans with this person at the moment. You're not wanting to put the work in. You're not wanting to make plans. It does feel very much like you are in a place of disagreement, where when you're looking at your person, you're thinking, well, I'm just not going to bother. I'm not going to try this anymore because I'm just meeting against some kind of accusation. No matter what I do, it's almost this feeling of like, no matter what I do, it's not right. I'm always the bad person. I'm always the villain in some situation, and it's making you just want to withdraw your energy here a little bit. If the energies this feels more like your side, then do flip it round. How you actually feel about your person is the Nine of Cups. Now, the Nine of Cups is normally very much about this feeling of happiness and joy and feeling quite accomplished and safe. This particular card, it's almost like that you're bursting. There is this feeling of something bursting from it. And as I say, because that's normally a very, very happy card, I just want to take a clarification on the Nine of Cups. Clarification on the Nine of Cups. And we have the Temperance card here. I think this is very much to do with this balance again. So it's either that you can see, it's almost like you can remember how they can be when they're balanced. And when they're balanced, they bring you a lot of joy. And when they're unbalanced, you want to break free. And everything's just bursting from you. So it does feel as if there's a scale within this person where it swings from one mood to another, and you're never quite sure. It's like the not being able to predict a storm feeling. It's like I'm never sure what I'm going to get, and you're in this place of feeling a bit fed up with it. But they do bring a lot of happiness. There's aspects about this person who bring a lot of joy to your life, a lot of joy and a lot of happiness. Where you see it going at the moment is the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is often about stability moving forward, but often at quite a slow rate. I feel that you have turned from this person in November and you're having a pause from them because you're not wanting to move towards them. You've got 3 cards here which talk about the fact that at the moment you're wanting to turn from them. You're not wanting to take action towards them, and you're seeing everything as going backwards quite negatively. So although you can see the potential and you know how you can feel about this person, the energy that is coming in for you is this turning away energy, this discontent, this quite fed up. I'm getting this kind of, I keep getting the words raining on my parade. They're raining on my parade. So we'll see how your person's feeling. So Leo's person in November. Leo's person in November. So if the energies are switched, it could be that you can feel that someone is turning from you in some way. Leo's person's energy, how they see the relationship in November. How Leo's person sees the relationship in November. How does Leo's person see the relationship in November? How does Leo's person view the relationship in November? We've had 2 come out here. We've got the Emperor and we've got the 6 of Swords in reverse. How does Leo's person view Leo? What are they thinking about Leo? What are their thoughts about Leo? What are their thoughts about Leo? So we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. And where does Leo's person see the relationship going? Where does Leo's person see the relationship going? And we have the Seven of Cups, where they see the relationship going. So the interesting thing about the Emperor in this pack is that it feels the Emperor's a very, very strong character, a very stable, very determined, very in control of their emotions and their surroundings. But this particular pack, it's got this chessboard and this chess piece. So although you're feeling in a place where you're removing some work or some energy that you've been putting into this relationship, the other person sees that something needs to change. I just keep getting the fact that it's come out like this. It's like, what's the next move? What's the next? Who's going to play the next piece in the game? And the Six of Swords is about moving on to calmer water, and with it being in reverse here, it's that stagnant feeling. It feels like there's a pause. It feels like you've turned from each other and you're both waiting to see what the next move is. Who's going to play what piece? Who's going to make what move? How is it going to pan out next? What's actually going to happen? So they can feel this withdrawal as well. How they're viewing you is the Knight of Wands in reverse. So you've got another court card in reverse here. The Knight of Wands, the other way around, is very much about coming in with passion, coming in with communication, coming in with creative ideas and the beginnings of things and moving quite quickly in things. And they're feeling your energy being removed. They're feeling this Two of Wands. They're feeling your fire energy being withdrawn, and that you are holding back somewhere. You are pulling away from them in some way. And they're very aware of this. They're watching this, and it feels like they're watching it very carefully. And it doesn't feel as if there's particularly a lot of communication. So even if there's arguments going on with someone, it doesn't feel like any words are being said which are particularly useful or communicating anything of any great value as such. But they are aware of the fact that you are in a withdrawn state for some reason. And how they see the relationship going is a Seven of Cups. So they have some uncertainty. They know that there are choices here. They know that they have choices, and I do feel that they're starting to evaluate what their choices are, or what choices you might be making. They're starting to not feel quite so settled. They're not in a place of feeling that the relationship is completely solid, and they're aware that things might be about to change for them. And the image I'm getting here as well is you've got this beautiful sea in the background and this flowing river. So they're aware that movement has to happen, that whatever pause you're at with them at the moment, they're aware that a decision has to happen. And you've got the Two of Wands here, so it does feel that this is very much at a turning point. It's at a crossroads, and it can't just stay in this state, because it feels like it's just been put in frozen motion and on hold in November. But they're very aware that something needs to change, and they're not feeling particularly comfortable about which direction or secure about which direction your relationship is heading at the moment. So we'll ask the cards what your strengths and weaknesses are in this relationship, get some guidance from the cards, and get a possible outcome. So the strength of this relationship, the strength of Leo's relationship, and you have the Six of Wands coming out as the strength. That's a beautiful card. And the weakness in this relationship, the weakness in this relationship in November, the weakness in this relationship, the weakness in this relationship, the weakness in this relationship in November. So we have the World card here as being the weakness. Guidance from the universe. Guidance from the universe for Leo in November. You have the Five of Swords. Just a possible outcome. You have the Ace of Pentacles. So the strength that you have within this relationship is its triumph. So it could be that you've had adverse times with this person before, you've hit bumps before, and you work through it in the end. There is triumphance. There is a triumphant feeling in the end. There is a sense of victory which happens. There's a sense of huge achievement to do with something to do with this relationship. So I think just now, if you're holding back working on something previously, it might be something that you've worked very hard on, you've been very aware of communication, and you've done a lot of work, and you've marched in and almost taken control of the situation and healed it or made it better. But that is a strength, that it does have the ability to have victory, to move forward. So this slight stalemate that it's at, it has the potential and the strength to move through it, because you've done it before, or they've done it before. Something in this relationship, you've moved through the stormy times. This storm warning, it feels like you have marched into this storm before and come out the other side. The weakness, I'm going to take a clarification card for the world. So we have the Two of Cups here. So this is very much a partnership, which means the world to you, but at the same time I'm getting more the feeling of to do with cycles and partnerships being together. So the weakness could actually be that you're coming to a cycle end with somebody, that a partnership is in a place of not being as, I'm getting the word balanced, that the give and take between the relationship has gotten to a place where it's just repeating itself. So if this storm warning has come, it could also be that this has happened before and the storms keep coming, and it's putting so much strain on the partnership that that the cycle either needs to stop, the storms need to stop coming, or the relationship, the partnership needs to come to a cycle end. But there is this feeling like, well, we've been here before. And that's the weakness. So if you're playing them together, we've been here before, but we always get through it. That's your strength and your weakness. But you do feel that this time round, you're not quite sure if you just want to put the time and the energy into getting it, because this cycle just keeps happening. So it could be needing to come to an end somewhere here. The guidance you're getting from the universe is the Five of Swords in reverse. So I think that you're being very asked to not go into conflict. So if you're having conflict coming towards you, if you would normally respond to that conflict, it's saying don't. You need to remove yourself from this. Don't look for the pain in the situation. I'm always getting the words, don't involve yourself. So if you have having a storm and dramas blowing into your life, the advice you're getting is don't get into a fight here. You don't need to actually be involved with this. It's almost like it's not even to do with you. It's this feeling that you're not putting the work in. While the communications might still be there, it's saying don't get into a storm. You're being warned that if someone's coming towards you with blame or accusations or repeating negative toxic cycles, to almost just not get involved with it. It's very much what I'm getting there. And your outcome is a beautiful outcome here. So you have the Ace of Pentacles. So with this cycle here, it could be that you're about to either get a new start with this person where the cycle is broken, or it could be that the partnership is needing to go two different directions and you're needing to make a fresh, new, stable start on your own. So there are two outcomes. There are two possible outcomes there, but it is saying that at the end of November you're going to be feeling in a much fresher, more stable place with this person, even if that means it's separate or if it's together. But this storm is going to blow over and you will either break the cycle and it become a more healthy relationship, and this, whatever this cycle is which is repeating, will stop, or you will break the cycle with a person from a way that you will be starting a fresh start. It could be that you've had one too many storms. So I hope that's been useful for you, and I hope you weather the storm. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. It's completely free, and if you hit the notification bell, it will tell you when more videos are coming out. And all the information you need to know about me and my Etsy store or personal readings is in the description box below. And do check out my other videos, and have a good month.